What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is the movie news, like on March 2nd, 2025, for you all today, and we're gonna be talking about what is going on in the world of film, like in lights, camera, and action, and we're gonna be talking about what is going on, like in the Hollywood world, like with from the action-packed movies to the most hilarious comedy movies. Here we're gonna be talking about the latest, and whatever it's going on inside the studios or outside of the studios, like from very popular names, from actors to directors and producers. Like we're gonna be talking about all about stuff in the wildest and intriguing movie news stories and rumors that you and movie, I mean, not news stories, but movie news and rumors that you assassinators need to know from the Empire Online article, including Gene Hackman, sadly passed away at the age of 95. We got why the Royal Tenenbaums is now the perfect Gene Hackman in Swan Song, and we got how Michelle Trachtenberg's Dawn become like the heart of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and then we got we got the first trailer of Shrek 5 with unveils of Zendaya as Shrek and Fiona's daughter, and Caitlin Kennedy reportedly stepped back from Lucasfilm this year, and Matthew Lillard to make an MCU debut in Daredevil Born Again season 2 on the Disney Plus series, and the Empire film podcast, Pamela Anderson, Naomi Aki, and a farewell to Gene Hackman, and plus much more. And please make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell so you can be the first one to be notified for any future SNA videos. And follow me on and subscribe onto my other channel if you haven't already, which is called Just Super Ninja Austin, where I just do wrestling and football videos, and which is starting to be very well established and known, for you assassinators out there. But let's get to the first news story, which we're going to talk about the sad passing of Gene Hackman. Sadly passed at the age of 95. And yeah, we got some sad news for plenty of the from a very the fans of the legendary actor, the legendary American actor and the two-time Oscar award winner, is Gene Hackman, has sadly passed away at the age of 95. It has been confirmed, the screen veteran, star of such films as the French Connection, Unforgiven, the Royal Tenenbaums, and the original Superman, was found dead along his 63-year-old wife, like and Bets with his wife Betsy Ar- Arakawa, and the couple's dog at the couple's Santa Fe home late on Wednesday afternoon, according to the New York Post. And a character actor in the mound of Humphrey Bogart, Robert Mitchum, and James Cag- Cagney, Hackman, over. and it says right here, where is it? Where was I? Oh yeah, over the course like of an acting career, like spanning 5 decades, like 85 movies and dozen more plays, like and television shows, like demonstrated like a remarkable range it an in effectable combination of grit and charisma like that enabled like him like to play average Joes like comic book supervillains, no nonsense cops like and like in es- estranged part part with the patriarchs like that all felt real, like all like felt alive among uh his contemporaries, like the Pacino's, like Hoffman's, like and the Niros, like of this world, like Hackman, like measured up, like and stood tall, and is widely recognized, like as one of the greatest actors who ever lived. And Eugene Allen Hackman like was born in San Bernardino, like California, on the 30th January of 1930, and the son of commercial news like printing like press operator like Eugene as Ezar Hackman, like and like clerk, t- t- typist, or typist, yeah, clerk, typist, and uh, Lydia Elizabeth Hackman. Jean's early years like were marked like by much movement, like and tumult. His family ping-ponging like from city to city throughout like his childhood, like before settling like in Danville, Illinois. And I wonder if that's that's where the city that Phineas and Ferb's on in the cartoon, even though they didn't exactly state the state, they always say the town's called Danville. But I wouldn't put past if that's like if that's the real city that they put on the cartoon, like which is the state of Illinois, of course. But when Hackman was 13, it was at that age like that his father Eugene walked out on the family, uh, a form a formative moment for young Gene, like that. That he'd later cite in interviews like as a strange sort of preparation like for entering the world of acting. Like the the dysfunctional families have sired like a number of pretty good actors. Like quipped like Hackman like is a 2000 in the 2003 interview. The Guardian, like with the Guardian, like at the time, like the Royal Tenenbaums, like a movie in which like he plays the self-absorbed patriarch like of the titular family was released. A fan of James of Cagney, like is as in a thorn, like in the side of authority figures, like in at Iowa's Storm Lake High School, like when Hackman wasn't like getting into scraps. Like he spent like his teenage years like nurturing like a love for cinema at the local multiplex, like with his beloved mother after like bailing like on high school at 16. Gene lied about like his age and enlist like in the in the Mar- in the Marine Corps, like where he served like for 4 years, like undertaking missions like in the moist like China, Japan, and like Hawaii, like continuing to brush up like against uh, authority, like and get himself into close close scrapes. Like it was like only like after being like discharged like from the corpse like following like a motorcycle accident in 1952, like that a then 22-year-old Hackman decided to make a beeline like for New York and make a proper go like of pursuing like his ther- there's thespian aspirations. New York proved like an unforgiving but fortifying like experience for Gene, like who picked up several jobs to make ends meet, like without ever quite like making that next step in his uh, uh, voc- voca- vocational calling. It like would only like be like when Hackman like moved like back to California in 1956 with first wife Faye Maltese. Like that, like things like began to fall into place, like at Pasadena and Pasadena Playhouse theaters, like in the acting school, like Hackman shared like classes with a young Dustin Hoffman, like and while yes, like the dis the dis the dis district the distinctly like Hollywood like duo like were voted like least like likely like to succeed by their peers, and Gene like would drop out like after like just a year of the experience, like relit like a fire like in Hackman, like who went like back to New York and studied like his crafts under the tutelage of Actors Studios graduate George Morrison. And it says right here, following the various bit roles like in film like and TV, Hackman like made a breakthrough like in 1964, landing a part in smash hit a stage show like any Wednesday in a row like alongside Warren Beatty like in Lilith like this for two fortuitous meeting led to BD like suggesting like Gene for the role of outlaw Clyde Barrows, like elder brother like Buck in 1967's Bonnie and Clyde, which in turn led like to Hackman like putting in a spirited like fiery performance like that resulted in the actor's first of five Oscar nominations like at the age of yeah 37 years old. Like Hackman like had truly like arrived, in which like his tenant ten ten tenacious way toward the towering force of will. Once he was there, wasn't going anywhere. And throughout the rest of his throughout the rest of the 60s and early 70s, Hackman continued to work steadily across from TV and theater, earning a second Oscar nod in 1970 for his work in I Never Sang for My Father, before landing his first Academy Award in 1972 off the back Tour de Force, like portrayal of NYPD Detective Jimmy Popeye, like and Doyle and William Friedkin, of the classic the French Connection, a workhorse of an actor unlike any other. Hackman followed up his first Oscar win with a slew of roles in iconic 70s picture, including Deep Breath, uh, Cisco, Cisco, Pike, Prime, Cut, the the po the the Poseidon Adventure, Palm, like like Dior winners of Scarecrow and Francis Ford what they call Coppola's the Conversation, Young Frankenstein, night movies a Bridge Too Far, and in a blockbuster star turned Richard Donner's original 1978 Superman, wherein he played criminal mastermind Lex Luthor. It's a, str- a staggeringly wide range of roles in the drizzly short span of a single decade, but those movies are linked by a common thread. Like Gene Hackman plays every last one of them, thriller, drama, comedy, or otherwise, with the same verve, and intensity, mining his own life experience, and shedding any sort of ego. He could have just the just the justifiably had a elevate his craft and serve the story being told. And what are your thoughts on to the sad passing on to Gene Hackman, a very long time actor that and they said he even served in the what military base? I believe it was the Marines. No, I could be mistake. I could be mistaken, but but somewhere he joined the military for for 4 years or maybe even six. But yeah, but he turned but he when he got but once he came back to the states, they said that's where he became an actor. And and he got into a relationship with his first wife, and he's been on plenty of popular shows and plays, and even being mostly remembered of being the supervillain of the hit movie in the late 70s, Superman franchise, which it was been playing Lex Luthor. Yeah, I think I remember watching that movie with my parents because they said they used to watch that when they were very little. Yeah, probably maybe roughly old, a little bit older than my nephew. and well, let me rephrase, my nephews, my two nephews, which you haven't seen like my other nephew because he a couple months old. He was born like back at the end of last year in 2024. But that's the only detail I'm going to give into because it's not even my business to be giving this out to you assassinators. But like I just tell you, like I got a couple of them, but yeah, but anyways, I want to send my deepest condolences to the Gene Hackman family and the fans like that knew anything about him. Like, and it's very sad to see a favorite or somebody that's near and dear to the family like leave this world, even though he did live he lived a nice long life. Like, and it's a blessing to have him live for 95 years, which I'll say it was just a like probably five percentages to be the exact of being like exactly 100 years old, just 5 years away. Give him like until 2030 because he was born January 1930. Get him almost making it to that accolade of 100. Yeah, that's a complete blessing because they do say like if you make it to like 80 to 100, like that means you're super blessed to doing so. He must have been a very holy man, like and a strong believer in God. Like that's just one thing I'm just gonna throw out there that the reason why he probably did not have any type of issues because he believed like he can just like he can believe that he can just live for a long time, and also taking care of his health. Like I don't know much about his personal life, but it looks like he must have been like fairly healthy, like to the point like the reason why he made it to 95. Yeah. But yeah, he's gonna be long missed by his fans and definitely his family. Like, but but yeah, let's move on to the next slide. We got some news about like the movie he was on, like which says the reason why the royal Tenenbaum Tenen bums like is now the perfect Gene Hackman swan song. Like, and it says Royal O'Reilly, like of Tenenbaum, on the from the from the nine from the 1932 to 2001, died tragically, like screwing like his family from the wreckage like of a destroyed sinking battleship. And it says right here that Royal Tenenbaums epitaph like was Wes Anderson's the Royal Tenenbaums like of 2001 is not Gene Hackman's final film. Like the actor would go like on to make two more films after its release, like finally like entering like his retirement after the 2004 like satire like of Welcome to Mooseport. But if it feels like now in the wake of the sad news of the death uh, of the actor at the age of 95, is like that Tenenbaums like a witty, warm comic family drama like about a flawed patriarch like who re-enters like his family's life after like years of absence and like an an estra- an estrangement like is a beautifully like appropriate swan song like for the beloved actor, like in its own uh, sardonic, like of a eccentric, like sort of way. Like it is a story of a man in his twilight years, like reaching the end of his like life and surveying like what he was, what he misses, and what a values it is. Like sweet, it is surprising, and in a career, this propose this proper proportion proportionately like stacked like with brilliant performances like it uh poses like one of the best Gene like Hackman performances like ever recorded on was it like soloid. And it says right here, like Royal Tenenbaum, like is like the French connections of Popeye Doyle, like or the conversations of Harry Co- uh, Call, like the consummate like every man like which is to say a real person as opposed like to a well-worn like movie character type. Like I was trained like to be an actor, like not a star, he once said. Like and like any member of Hackman's uh rogues gallery of every man royal is no hero. He is a lot a liar, a cheat, a con artist, like a casual racist, a man capable of shocking tactlessness, like and like cruelty, like and it says he reportedly refers to his daughter Margaret like as my adopted daughter Margaret. Like he is like an Angelica Hud he's an Angelica Hudson's Ethel labels him a bastard. Yeah. But yeah, this would be sounding very inappropriate if it was out of context. But anyways, it says right here that is that right? But in Hackman's hand is that he is also curiously likable and fantastically watchable. Like, yeah, almost charming in his awfulness, like of magnetic, like in his maladroit, like a manner, like he saddles like those stick contradictions like with a charismatic like ease like and an astonishing like effortlessness like he is in a backward like of a be a fundled like well-meaning like sort of way a true family man. Damn it, like he tells a faithful companion like of Pagada like with Kumar Paulana, like I want this family to love. And it says right here behind the scenes like there was like little love lost like two stories of Hackman's unhappiness like with the film are now legion like Wes Anderson who wrote the role of Royal with the veteran actor in mind I courted like him like for over a year until like Hackman eventually gave in like it was yeah, written for him against his wishes. is like how Anderson like later put it. Like I just with him say like I just kept like bothering him. Like wore him down. Eventually, he just caved there. Working relationship didn't get any easier. Like once on set, like Hackman's uh, airy not nature re- realistic like naturalistic like approach like clashed like with Anderson's meticulous, carefully collaborated, like directing, like style. He was not a relaxed, comfortable person in my company. Is how like Anderson diplomatically put it. Like it did not go like unnoticed. Like that Hackman would later write a book on the American Civil War. Like tellingly titled Escape from Andersonville. Like it's possible to that Hackman like had simply fallen out of love with the process of making films by this point, like later reporting that he found the business very stressful and was no longer willing to make the the com the compromises like that you have to make in films without naming names. And it says right here, like still the royal Tenenbaums like would quickly enter the pan the pan panthe- pantheon like of films like with troubled productions like turned near masterpieces like on screen. It remains one of Anderson's best composed like of a uh, uh gorgeous kale kaleidoscope like of textures like and tones, and Hackman's royal skillfully embraces like and like embodies many shades of humanity, like the flaws and the foibles like and the fortitudes like for one thing, like the actor like demonstrates like a remarkable capability for comedy that filmmakers across his extensive filmography filmography like this did not always like recognize a doyen at uh, deadpanning like even like in a film that also contains Bill Murray, Royals re- response to Henry Danny Glover calling him a son of a bitch, like as opposed to an asshole. Like for example, is to sincerely respond with, "Well, I really appreciate that." What are your thoughts on this story about the greatest film that this Mr. Gene Hackman played in? And do you think this was a great swan song and a very best film that he made? Or not very best film he played at with has been ever made in in this Hollywood role about this man like in a very royal family like that is very narcissist, basically I'll say arrogant, narcissistically racist, and conniving, I guess you could say, and dishonest, and a criminal. Basically that's what basically his character is, but really he's probably the complete opposite when it comes to his real life personality. And he's probably gonna be long missed, like I said. Like rest in peace, the man. And yeah, he he's likely in the better place. And yeah, he's gonna be, yeah, like I said, like earlier, and I'm saying it again, he's gonna be long missed from his fans and family members. I probably barely knew anything about him, and if anything, probably because of his role as Lex Luthor on the old Superman like movie, like which my parents showed me like as a young guy. But yeah, I never got a chance to know anything about the actor, like only just knowing for that particular reason. And yeah, and it's a shame I never got a chance to know anything more about him before he passed away, like until now, of course. But let's move on to the next slide. But yeah, better. He's in a better place, and he's watching, looking at his legacy, like being proud that he did everything that he possibly could have done, like what we been put on Earth to do. And hopefully that any younger family members are going to follow in his footsteps and maybe do the honors of paying tribute to him, like maybe joining the entertainment industry. It's a possibility, like if that does happen. But next up, we got how Michelle Trachtenberg's Dawn became the heart of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Contains major spoiler for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So if y'all don't want to be spoiled, I would suggest you skip out this video probably for like a good 20 minutes, probably by the 56-minute mark, like because yeah, for those that watch the show and don't want to be spoiled onto the in the foreseeable future of anything that's gonna at anything that's gonna bring up anything that's gonna be into the latest episode, or like for those for those that haven't watched the show yet and that have interest in show watching it, I would suggest you just like if you're watching this pre-recorded, I would suggest you to fast forward into 20 minutes, or I would say click out of this video if you're watching this live, like for a good 20 minutes. But I'm gonna get into it right now, saying like mom, like in a very big explanation with a single word, like the arrival of Dawn, like changed like everything about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Mitchell Trachtenberg's young teen sister to Sarah Michelle, like in Geller's college age Slayer. Like arrived like 5 seasons into the fantastical coming of an age saga, like to true double take effort, like because like Buffy didn't have a sister, like at least not it in like Buffy like first four seasons, like suddenly like in the closing moments like of the season 5 like premiered, like Buffy's mom Joyce like tells her daughter to take your sister when she goes out, like crew a reaction like shot like of Geller like and Trachtenberg like whining like in you in unison, unison, like and causing audiences to leap off their chairs. Like it remains one of the all-time greats TV characters. Introduction for brilliant abruptness. And it also states the from that moment, like on Don's presence, like changed like the trajectory like of the show, and Trachtenberg like played her perfectly, like elevating Don above what above like on what she is essence like was a plot device, like her role in season 5 like is functional like to an extent like of Don is actually the key, a being um, a mystical energy shaped like into human form, like imbued like with false memories and placed like in close like approximately or proximity to the superpowered slayer like to keep her out of reach like of vengeful goddess glory. She's a walking, talking, soaking MacGuffin. It says right here, like, and the genius of Dawn's initial arc is she's annoying. She's a thorn, like in Buffy's side. Like the kid sister, desperate to tag along, never like all right, danger. Like Dawn's in trouble. Must be like Tuesday, like Buffy like would later go on to Deadpan, like the question Dawn's arc in season 5 arcs I mean ask like and like by extension like the task like placed upon like uh Trattenberg's young shoulders, like just 14 when she got the role, is can Buffy learn to care about this annoying kid? And the in this very investigative question, like and can the audience too, in curious questions. And it says right here, eventually the answer becomes yes, but the time, like unkind portions, like of the fandom, like took the intentional irritation of Don too, like it literally like she was often like maligned like remarked like upon for her bratty behavior like and like propensity like for running head first like into danger on a rewatch like though like it's clear like than ever that Dawn is a a a a vital, and fiercely human uh, addition, like to the Scooby Gang, despite like her mystery or origins, like she is like extraordinary and ordinary, like as frustrating, like as a little sister should be, making mistakes, like reacting impulsively, like brimming like with emotional volatility, always like a little bit on the outside. It's no wonder she in identifies so much with Buffy's similarly flawed friend Xavier, like in the Slayer's circle like of vampires like of Wiccans like and vengeance like with demons they're the two who are just normal, or at least Dawn thinks like she is. Her reaction like upon this discovering like her true origin midway like through season 5 is heartbreaking, like dissolving like into tears, like probing like at her own flesh, like asking, like, "Am I real? Am I real?" In question, like, "Am I anything?" In question, it is like ironically like the most human reaction she could possibly have done. Like, if I mean, it wasn't like the only time Don became like the emotional linchpin of Buffy, the body widely regarded as the most gut wrenching episode of the entire show, a stark an exploration of death as Buffy and Dawn's mom Joyce dies suddenly from an assurism is perhaps most devastating in the sense where Don caught up in a normal day at school is informed by Buffy that their mother is gone. The sense plays out at a remove from inside the art class Don was enjoying just moment previously behind glass. Don sobs and pleads and falls to the floor. And her cries audible but muffled and Trachtenberg's performance is haunting her instant grief palpable. And here's a video. Yeah, here's a short video of the of the trailer of of the series.
Not even a card, huh? I wasn't really expecting one. No contact with civilians. Not even a card, huh? I wasn't really expecting one. No contact with civilians. It's probably a code name for it. You know, like radio silence. It's greeting card silence. Sorry. Maybe it's time to start a new tradition. Birthdays without boyfriends. It could be just as much fun. Preaching to the choir here, baby. Yeah, some of my best. Oh my God. Is this fun? Dawn. Oh, baby. What did you do? This is blood, isn't it? It can't be me. I'm not a key. I'm not a thing. Oh, sweetie, no. Well, what is this all about? What am I? Am I real? Am I anything? If you need anything. Thanks.
Perhaps I should stay, just in case.
This is a family thing. We should deal with this. Why didn't you tell me? We were going to. We thought it would be better if we waited until you were older. How old am I now? You're 14, sweetheart. You know that. No. Lamont. When did they? 6 months ago. I've only been alive for 6 months, huh? You've been alive a lot longer than that to us. You don't know that. You don't know anything. I'm just a key, right? Everything about me is made up. Dawn. Mom and I know what we feel. I know I care about you. I know that I worry about you. You worry about me because you have to. I'm your job. Protect the key, right? I worry because my sister is cutting herself. Yeah? How do you know? Maybe it's just another fake memory from my fake family. Sweetheart. Get out. Dawn. Get out. Get out. Get out!
And does that entertain you, Assassinators, of giving the show a try? For those that haven't watched the series yet, and hopefully some of y'all assassinators that are not gonna be spoiled about that. Hopefully, it yeah, y'all, yeah, just skipped out of this video for those that don't want to be spoiled, but for those that want to be, hopefully that I was just a preview of y'all's interest, like of watching the show. And do you think that, like, and do you think that this is, and do you think this is probably gonna be the best the series of entertainment history? Like, at least in, I'll say, in the United States side of the pond. And like, too bad I just don't know what specific like TV channel or streaming service this is on. Of yeah, Don becomes the the heart of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like, I'm not sure how to watch it. Maybe you can watch it on Netflix. Maybe you can watch it on Amazon Prime. Like, I don't know. I need to do my research on Google, like on the power of that you can find anything off of. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below. If you think this is gonna be the best role for Miss Michelle Trachtenberg. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below. And either way, hopefully it does bring her like plenty of success in this like in this TV series, and hopefully that does get high numbers and maybe win some kind of a, I'll say, like some kind of an Emmy or Oscar award like of the best series one day. But next up, we got the most probably exciting and intriguing news that we've all been waiting for, and it's the teaser like with a trailer has finally been out for Shrek 5 unveiled, which we got one latest element like of who's going to be playing the daughter of Shrek and Fiona, like, and that is Zendaya, like herself, like playing probably the older teenage daughter, if not older, considering how old the like probably 15-year very well established actress is, because she's probably almost in her 30s and she's like 28, 29. But yeah, it says right here, once upon a time, Zendaya was a Michi, then Zendaya was a Channy. Like now, Zendaya is a Felicia. Like the pro, the pro, the pro, the prophecy like is complete. Like yes, like news. Has just be has come in for the actor's latest major role, like, and no, like not the third like chapter of Dune, even though that could like be a possibility, like probably by the year of 20, when the second Dune came out, like last year, 2024 or 23. I think it was 23. Yeah, actually it was 23. But maybe we could see the third sequel could come out like either next year, this year or next year, or maybe even 27, depending on like when, like whoever, like that's the director or like, and yeah, the director of Dune, like could put it out, like which hopefully it is sooner rather than later. Even though it's not the most exciting movie that like the likes of her and Jason Momoa and Dave Batista like have been on, but still is a pretty interesting movie though. Like when you're into movies like Dune. But anyways, but nor like another collaboration like with Luca what Gu Guad Nino added like to Zendaya's upcoming slate, like is Shrek 5, in which like she's confirmed to voice Shrek and Fiona's uh or ogre daughter, like has finally been revealed by the film's first teaser trailer. Give it like a look right here. You can see for yourself onto the trailer, which I saw this before from a fellow YouTuber, but here's the video of this, like which it's very exciting, but maybe like the animators did my boy Shrek and Donkey wrong, like here with the way they animated them.
Hey, Magic Mirror, who Who's the fairest of them all? Why, Shrek, of course. Ah!
Ew, Dad.
Ooh, I'm a light.
Who's making this stuff?
Not me.
Whoa! Shrek 5, starring Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, and Zendaya? Oh, damn. Only in theaters. Christmas 2026.
First of all, I did not realize that the narrator just said that word. Like if it's the first Shrek all over again, if it's like 4 years now, well, it's about to be 25, the 25th anniversary since the first Shrek came out back in 2001. Like I can't believe it's about to be like 25th anniversary by 26th that they made the Shrek franchise. And yeah, I would never thought. Even when I told my sister this, like she was shocked because as for her being a fan of Zendaya since she's been on like Shake It Up back in her Disney Channel days, like yeah, like she was definitely was looking forward of seeing the new Shrek. Like even though it's about to come out in December 26th, which is secondly, like yeah, that's very long. Like that's a year and a half from now. Like yeah. That's in December 26th. I would expect it to come out like the summer would be the latest. Which I heard there's also the second Super Mario Bros. About to come out in the same year, and my all-time favorite animation show, which is the VeggieTales franchise with Larry Boy, which this he's one of my all-time favorite cartoon superheroes. Yeah, of course. Which you probably wouldn't already know that, but yeah, I heard that those two are about to come out, and they're going to be also going to be produced by Universal Studios, like Shrek, like with that being the prime production next to DreamWorks. That's going to be help made this animation film. But yeah, I can't wait for this and the other two animation movies that I told y'all that's about to come out, which I did saw the first Super Mario Brothers with my family about 2 years ago when it very first came out in April of 2023, and I thought they did a very phenomenal job, which on my opinion, if I was a movie critic, which I'm starting to be like one doing these, considering I'm now doing movie podcasts, I would give it about a perfect 5 stars because they totally deserve it. Like whoever thought of the storyline did an excellent job. And it is very exciting, like especially for the Shrek film. Like considering like if there's any like Zendaya fans, like and even like general Shrek fans, like whoever likes the original cast of who's going to be playing the likes of Shrek, Donkey, and Fiona, which is going to be Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and what's her name, Cameron Diaz. And it says right here, it's a short teaser, but like these plenty to unpack. Like they're firstly like that Shrek memes, like perhaps like the ogre's most enduring cultural presence in recent years are now canon like in the Shrek verse. Like secondly, like that the designs like of the characters are largely in the with how with left them in Shrek Forever After, but with a few subtle tweaks, like rather than a total Puss in Boots like The Last Wish visual overhaul, and like a thirdly like that we're flashing forward several years for where we left off last time with Shrek and Fiona's little ones first introduced in Shrek the third now far more grown up real Shrek heads will know that the couple have a trio of ogre babies and Zendaya voices Felicia, implies like that we'll like also see casting down like the line like of Fergus like and Farkle like yes Farkle like the return of Shrek like was teed like up like at the end of the the astonishingly good like Puss in Boots sequel and their fifth installment like brings back like the key trios of Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, and Eddie Murphy. Stay tuned like to see whoever returns, which other listers like join the roster and what fairy tale narrative awaits like Shrek and family this time, like with a Christmas 2026 release date in store like the answers like won't be so far away. And who do you think is gonna return that's been on the original Shrek movies with the likes of Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz? And do you think there's anybody that you can think of that could join them in this list? Like, and also like, and who and what other recognizable names that's in the entertainment world that could be playing like the latest additions and new characters, or even the future generations of the characters of the Shrek family, like that's going to be playing into which roles in the movie, and if they're replace somebody that was originally was played by voiced by a different kind of celebrity, like who do you think that may be? Like that could be the replacement of the voice actor as well, along with the new voice actors that could be playing new characters and the two sons of Shrek. Let me know, assassinators, in the comment section right down below, and and uh yeah, and we're gonna and I'm gonna give you guys an update like once they become available as well. Which I'll say this is very intriguing. Like even though Shrek does not look like himself, and some might say they're probably trying to make him look older because it's been over 15 years since the last time they made a sequel, and that is true in some capacities. But at the same time, like that doesn't mean like they have to make him look too old. Like it seemed like he never left. Like when it comes to him, like when it comes to still having like Shrek characters like I mean the voice actors like Mike Myers and Eddie Murphy and Cameron Diaz. And I think they successfully capitalized by adding in Zendaya like into this voice acting role, I guess you could say, into this list, like of adding like new characters that can play. Even even though like I'm not sure if it's too perfect, but at the same time, it like to get plenty of the original Shrek fans and the new fans of Shrek, like to give the fifth sequel a try. I guess you could say, give it a try and see what their interest is in this film. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below on what's your interest into the fifth sequel of Shrek and what's your reaction about it coming out in Christmas of 26. Like in nowhere in 2025, even though that'll be a perfect 15, but I think it'll probably be better to put it on the 2026 because it will have like they'll do like some kind of a 25th year anniversary for Shrek of making the movie, like all the way back, made the first one since 2001, just like Fast and the Furious, which I don't know how they made like those. They start off in that year in the early 2000s, and they still making movies like that in the 2020 decade era. But even though it's been since 2010 to be the exact, since the last time they made the like a sequel for Shrek, like, but yeah, this is probably the I'll say like maybe it's probably all worth it, so they don't just hand anything for the fans like us, like that have been watching Shrek for 20 plus years, like, but But yeah, like this was a very long time, maybe even more longer than the Incredibles, like because they made the first one since 2004, and it took them 14 years to make the sequel, which is in 2018. Like, and some say that they could like make a third sequel, like if they can find the perfect storyline for them, because like for those that haven't watched the second Shrek, I'm not gonna give too much spoilers. I'm gonna just let you Assassinators know that like they showed that they're not quite done yet, like when it comes to crime fighting. But yeah, it shows that they're gonna probably make at least one more sequel, like for that animation film. But let's hope that'll be the case. But yeah, but again, like let me know what your thoughts about Shrek. Let me know in the comments. I sure hope that this motivate DreamWorks of begging like the original. The beg the cast to make a fourth sequel of Madagascar, because I'll be a total proud panda if DreamWorks could find a way to get the creators of Madagascar to make at least a one last final sequel, even though like the last time was like 2012, 2 years after they made the fourth sequel of Shrek. But anyways, like moving on, we got Caitlin Kennedy reportedly stepping back like from Lucasfilm this year. Like in what a year of 2025 has proven like to be like for seismic regime, like in and changes like last week, like came like the official announcement like that Barbara what was that broccoli Barbara broccoli like and Michael C. Wilson or broccoli. Well, I said broccoli. I guess that's how you pronounce it. My silly self, but like, and it says Michael G. Wilson, like, are stepping back, like, from Bold, and now, like, reports, like, are coming, like, and that, like, Caitlin, like, Kennedy, like, legendary, legendary producer, like, and Emblem, like, co-founder, like, will be stepping back, like, as president, like, of Lucasfilm, like later, like in 2025, as she prepares to retirement. No official announcement has been made yet, but Puck uh, reports like that Kennedy will be stepping down after 13 years of stepping in the company, like a role like which saw her lead the Star Wars like in Indiana Jones franchise. And it says right here, Kennedy not only like oversaw like in the return of Star Wars, like yeah, the big screen in the sequel, the trilogy between 2015 to 2019, like with the Force Awakening and the Last Jedi, I believe that's what it's called. Which I remember watching all three of them. Like I remember watching the first one in theaters and like at the beginning of 2016 with fam, and also we rented it like the second sequel like from in 2018 a Redbox when they still had those around, and 29 and 2020 like via Disney Plus, was it, or was it 2021? Either way, like we watched all three of them, and I thought it was pretty good. Like I'll say, if I had to pick a favorite, though, I would say between the first or the second, yeah, of the trilogy, like of the Star Wars film. But also, like I saw the Sega move to the Disney Plus platform across like several streaming series, including The Mandalorian and Dora. Like she also oversaw the return of Indiana Jones, like in the Dial of Destiny, like and prior to her work at Lucasfilm, Kennedy produced like the likes of E. E.T. the extra to terrestrial gremlins, like in in the Goonies, like Jurassic Park, and Back to the Future. Like this year sees the release of Endor season 2, like, and it says like while like the upcoming Star Wars, the upcoming Star Wars movie, Mandalorian, and the Grogu like will hit big screens next summer. Like beyond that, like the likes of Ahsoka and like season 2 with James Mangold, like the Dawn of the Jedi film, like, and the Ray centric like new Jedi Order film are in the pipeline. And I did heard that Mandalorian will indeed be making a movie next year, which 2026 is about to be the new 2023 when it comes to having hit movies after hit movies, and then they your boy SNA is definitely going to be going to theaters and watching all his favorite movies on the big screen, like animation and comic series of the space adventurous action packed like movies that me and my family like watching. Especially we love watching the Star Wars and the Star Trek movies. Like we've been watching it for a very long time, and I sure hope that that your boy SNA does get a shot of watching Mandalorian along with the other movies they're talking about, including Shrek as well, because they're already hyping things up, and it's not even December 2026 yet. And I guess that's understandable why they haven't made like any more seasons of Mandalorian yet, because they're planning on making the movie. And I sure hope that we do get to watch and see it. And I sure hope we see one particular character on there, which I'm not going to get into right now. But yeah, like that sounds very interesting. Like the talk about like in a different video for a different day, which we're gonna be doing in a future movie news video, like of the upcoming. I'm wondering when it's gonna come. I'm gonna ask you this question: do you know when the release date of the Mandalorian movie that's gonna come out in 2026? Let me know down in the comments. Let's hope it's much more sooner rather than much more later. And also, it's probably it'll probably take like 3 years. I think it's almost worse than not seeing She-Hulk making the next the second season until this year, because the last time even my own uncle that usually be a watching buddy of me and my mom, we always watch the She-Hulk series, and they said and we were so ticked off that they're not going to make the second season until this year, which we were totally complaining about for the last couple of years, because we haven't watched the series in over or almost 3 years, since 2022 when they very first made the first season. And I cannot wait for the second She-Hulk series. And I sure hope that we get what I think they're on the third season right now. They're about to be on the fourth season of The Mandalorian, after the movie. And I sure hope that'll be the case, because it'll be such a shame if they can't they cancel it and finish things up of the whole entire series of the Star Wars franchise. But anyways, Assassinators, back to the story. It says, for now, Kennedy's departure isn't confirmed, but stay tuned, for an official announcement of Star Wars Celebration takes place, in less than 2 months, and could be the stage upon which to announce, the end of Kennedy's reign, and announce who will be shepherding Star Wars, and more going forward, and the force be with all involved. And what's your thoughts on this? I believe the head of creative of Caitlin Kennedy going to be stepping down, and retiring, of being the head creator of Star Wars. And who do you think is going to step up and gonna take her place? And and when they're gonna make the announcement for her retirement. Like, let me know all about this in the comment section right down below. I would like to hear y'all's opinions right down here. But yeah, it's very interesting to hear that, and also the uh to talk about like the latest Mandalorian movie, and Ahsoka's pretty good, but when it comes to comparisons with between that and the Mandalorian, I like the Mandalorian much more better. Like, I just don't know, but it's just very intriguing. Like, it just have plenty of nonstop action, and with them guarding Baby Yoda from the villains. Like, I get not help but just bench it down and watch. And it if I have some spare time, probably will rewatch the whole series. And it even have my own dad watch the first season, like a little bit of a couple episodes, which I wish he had a chance to watch the plenty of the rest of them, but he never got a chance, because of obvious reasons, sadly passed. And I kind of gave a tribute to him, because a couple of days ago was his birthday, back in the 28th of February, which is, his birthday was at the end of the month. But yeah, he was a big Star Wars fan, just like my mom was, which I believe that's probably a couple other things that they had in common, like of them having in their hobbies, from growing up of watching the old school Star Wars, and they continued that with the new school one, which that's what probably had me intrigued of watching the new schools, of the trilogy of the late Star Wars from 2015 to 2019, and then the Mandalorian in 2019 to 2023, and also Ahsoka and Skeleton Crew. Even though I think the Skeleton Crew probably don't have nothing to do with the other Star Wars series, but just adding just for like so pretty maybe it's just to add some pretty fun prequels, some that they should have done in early yesteryears, but it's, I guess, like the old saying goes, better late than never. But yeah, but let's move on to the next news. We got Matthew Lillard to make a MCU debut in Daredevil Born Again, season 2. And it says right here, it is a truth universal universally universally acknowledged, or at least should be, that Matthew Lillard is one of the most endlessly fascinating, and, if we're being honest, underrated character actors of his generation, from Scream's Stu Masher to SLC punks in Steve-O, to Scooby-Doo's Shaggy Rogers, and Twin Peaks of William Hastings, William Hastings, which I wonder if he's the creator of the bookstore Hastings, which I used to have one in my hometown until they closed it down almost a decade ago. But have nights at Five Nights at Freddy's, as Steve Raglan, William Afton, the man constantly delivers, and now ahead starring in Mike Flanagan's upcoming The Life of Chuck, and reprising the role of Stu in New Year's Scream Part 7. Lillard is already lining up another eye-catching role, as the latest addition to the ever expanding MCU. According to Deadline's reporting, of Lillard has signed on to star in Daredevil Born Again, season 2, which sources have confirmed is set to enter production next week. Who exactly Lillard will play in the series, a revival like of Netflix's widely popular mid 20 teens uh, take like on Matt Murdock's man like with no fear like remains like shrouded like in secrecy like yeah at this stage and given like Lillard's capacity like for playing roles like all across the spectrum like of morality and Marvel's famously like strong willy approach and to avoiding like anything even like the like it says famously like even like remotely like spoiler uh spoil reflect like whether he'll be like in league with Charlie Cox or Cox Devil like constantly like up like to Vincent like Dion Froze like Kingpin or doing his own like thing entirely like is anyone's guess of course but still like regardless like of the city like of further info like surrounding Lillard's casting this eye-catching piece like of casting news like only serves like to increase like our already like uncontrollable excitement like for the return of Matt Murdock, Froggy Eldon Henson like of Karen Page, like Deborah and Wool like et al like next week like yeah like that's like right, folks. Like 7 long years, like after Daredevil's season 3 finale, we are now like mere like days away from heading back to Hell's Kitchen. Like we'll be seeing Daredevil Born Again and yeah, Daredevil Born Again when it makes its debut on Disney Plus on March March on 4th March and now like we like now will will be like seeing like Matthew Lillard like take his first step into the Marvel cinematic universe like and pretty soon after Zoinks in big explanations like if it's Shaggy saying it on the Scooby Doo franchise. But what are your thoughts onto Mr. Matthew Lillard's gonna be a part of the gonna be like on the gonna be making his debut on in the second season of Daredevil Born Again. Some say it's the it's the originally the season 4, considering it used to have been like a Netflix series, but now like Disney probably bought the rights to Daredevil because he's a Marvel superhero, like along with the other Marvel heroes that they own, like. And they're gonna add this as the latest collection next to the likes of they recently got Deadpool and the X-Men and whoever else that they're gonna be added to the list. They're just probably gonna add it onto the train because it like yeah why not because like if they're gonna try to expand themselves as a bigger like a bigger corporations, especially when it comes to superheroes. Like, why not like have all of them entirely? Like because you see, Warner Brothers Discovery has all the rights to all the superheroes on the DC side, like with Batman, Superman, Flash, everybody else in the Justice League on there, and even Teen Titans. Like why not do the same with Disney doing the same with Marvel superheroes? like, and they'll have some competition, even though like we saw that plenty of times before from like with like the Teen Titans series, like and them saying like the other like superhero franchise, which they were taking a dig at Marvel, and I was wondering if Marvel took a jab right back at DC Comics because for the creators of Teen Titans doing stuff like that to pull that stuff off, but yeah, we're gonna have to see what's about that in the foreseeable video. But let's move on. We're gonna end today's movie news with some film podcast uh, uh, that features Pamela Anderson and Naomi Aki, in a farewell to Gene Hackman. And it says right here, the latest episode of the Empire podcast is brought to on a challenging week, one in which we have sadly had to bid farewell to some incredibly talented souls, with Buffy the Vampire Slayer star uh, Michelle Trachtenberg and Star Trek producer uh, Roberto Orsi, yeah, with Roberto Orsi, and the great Gene Hackman, it says, who passed away at the age of 95, along with his wife Betsy Oakawa, like, and their family dog Chris Hewitt, and it says James Dyer, Alex Godfrey, and Helen O'Hara, take a moment to discuss these monumental losses in this week's episode, but will convene to pay more in-depth tribute to Hackman, in particular on next week's podcast, as news of his passing broke so quickly, and unexpectedly, on Thursday morning, on with the show. It says, and we have braced a brilliant guest for your listening pleasure. First up, Pamela Anderson, star of Baywatch, in Barbed Wire, sits down with Alex Godfrey, to tell him about how Gia Coppola's the last showgirl has given her a second chance in Hollywood, which you can read on article 2346 till 3829, approx of our other interview. That's what it says on Empire. Sees Mickey 17 out next Friday. Fact, fans, in clear explanations of star Naomi Aki, talk to Helen O'Hare. Helen O'Hara, about working with June, Bong Joon-ho, and multiple Robert Pattinsons, and coming to terms with fame, which is you can read about on 105 to 30, or 105 to 119 50 approx onto the article. But here's the skinny, elsewhere, with Chris James, Alex and Helen convene in the pod booth, for a packed in which the team talked about the greatest movie, Monkeys, take an impromptu Caitlin like of Kennedy quiz, like who is reportedly like stepping back like from Lucasfilm, like dive into trailers of for Havoc like and Andor like season 2, like and like touch on like to like of AO, like of Edinburgh, like of Barney, like movie like news, like and two like that and like there's like reviews like of the last showgirl and Sky Cinema original like fight or flight like to two like you lucky lot and and very calling out explanations as ever. Please do enjoy, which you can listen to this week's episode. Like if you're counting, like is the on episode 657 on the pod app, like of your choice. But what are your thoughts on today's latest news on the Empire podcast? And is there any favorites that you want to discuss in the comments? Like, which you can do so right here down below if you want to. And also, yeah, I guess this is the end of today's wrestling. I mean, not wrestling, movie news. I'm too used to making wrestling news. I apologize, Assassinators. I'm trying to get used to making movie news next to me making wrestling news and animation news and seasonally doing like some football. I need to start doing more like sports videos over in my other channel at Super Ninja Austin. And then and who knows, maybe I could change the channel name to maybe SNA Sports. Like if I do find some more sports things to talk about, and if I find anything else to talk about in this into the entertainment subject onto this channel, I'm gonna give you Assassinators an update. But yeah, this is the end of today's movie news and rumors that you Assassinators need to know. And let me know in the comments which one was your favorite out of this article. If I have to pick one, it would have to be the short sneak peek of Shrek 5, which I'm still excited about. Like ever since last year, I heard it's going to come out, particularly in 2026, which I thought was going to come out last year in 2024 because back like from since 2018, I've been told that it's going to be coming out until 2024. But I heard like at the beginning of last year that they delayed it like for another 2 years because they still had some elements that they need to fix like during the making of the animation and the film, like make sure everything is right in story, everything is right in the graphics, everything is right like for everybody to watch without any having any errors like of like animation glitches or audio issues or whatever the scenario is. They took care of all that, and according to this little sneak peek of a preview, they did a pretty good job on. I wouldn't be surprised if they're showing us like in kid movies, commercials, like where they show like name a kid movie that's out like in theaters, which my prime example probably Dog Man, I guess. Like they probably showed us on the previews on Dog Man, like and they're like you for those longtime Shrek fans, like y'all waited for 15 years to see if there's gonna be another sequel. Well, now you're gonna expect and looking forward to seeing this, even though they have to take a year and a half to make it. Man, what is up with these very exciting movies like from the likes of that, Super Mario Brothers 2, Larry Boy, and The Mandalorian? Like they're coming out in 2026. Like I cannot wait for all of these to drop. And maybe who knows, maybe like in the foreseeable future on this channel, I will be making a review on this podcast, like on like I tell you, Assassinators, on how I felt about the movie from start to finish, like about all 4 of these movies and maybe even more. Which and if there's any more movie that's gonna come out in 2026, I'll go ahead and let you know about it. Like your boy SNA definitely should be going to the movies and watch this, and then like review it on the podcast, like. But yeah, make a podcast about it, like which with your boy SNA, like very excited about these future elements, like like on what to expect, like as being a long time like Shrek fan on DreamWorks and the Super Mario Brothers fan, from video games to cartoon series to movies, and for being a fan of, and also being a fan of the VeggieTales series, like especially with me watching the first two movies they even made like back from the early 2000s and the mid late 2000s with Jonah, like, and Pirates That Don't Do Anything as well, which I was like, when they're gonna make another VeggieTales movie, which it like, to be honest, it's been 18 years since the last time, since 2008. And you will probably will not believe me, but I remember watching like in theaters when I was very young, like when I was like a very tiny baby, like probably like barely older than my youngest nephew. Like I remember watching Jonah the VeggieTales movie. Like, and as for being a longtime fan of that as well, like I totally looking forward to watching that too, along with the sequel of Super Mario Brothers and the fifth sequel of Shrek as well, and also like being a longtime Star Wars fan as well, like, and also being a massive fan of Mandalorian recently. I also cannot wait to watch that as well. Like it has me so hyped up and intrigued. Like yes, like I really need this in my life, like in my entertaining side of my life, I should say. Like yeah, like, and I'll be very very happy. Like some just tells me like 2026 will be the year of cinema, like, and I hope that will be the 100, if not 100 million% onto that matter. But anyway, I could talk about this all day and all night. I hope we talk about this more in my animation, my future animation and movies video news videos on the upcoming Thursdays and Sundays to come. But yeah, this is only just the beginning because it's my second ever like movie news video that I made, and expect there's gonna be plenty of more in the foreseeable future in the next 6 months to come. And also, like, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if so, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button, and also consider hit the subscribe and the post notification bell buttons, so you can be notified when I upload my next new future videos. And also, make sure to check out my wrestling news video on my other channel, which is at Super Ninja Austin, which we're going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories, rumors that you assassinators need to know that are a fan of my wrestling stuff, which I'm going to be talking about on What Culture Wrestling, which my boys are going to be talking about everything crazy about this past Saturday. Let's just say it was off the chain, like from like Jay Cargill like revealing who their attacker is, from John Cena turning heel and joining The Rock, like and joining forces of them with this new Hollywood alliance, which I wouldn't be surprised if I talk about anything Rock and John Cena related on their next upcoming movies, which I sure hope I talk about that along with me talking about them in my wrestling videos. Like I just cannot wait to talk about them and future issues like in the upcoming podcast. But the next time you probably see me onto this channel, like, will probably be my animation video, which I'm gonna probably talk about. I need to be prepared about this in the future. About this, I cannot understand why I don't be prepared for this. But my next one, my animation I'm gonna be doing will probably be. Will probably from the Wired, yeah, from the Wired article, like where like from animation series to anime, like we're gonna be talking about the wildest and intriguing animation news and rumors, like, and from like, and also like even like action packed or mature or what's that or rebooted animations or new animations, like yeah, shows or movies, like we're going to be talking about there on that video in particular, like which is going to be on the Wired article, like which is going to talk about everything in the world of animation. Hopefully we're going to be getting some more elements of Shrek, and maybe same with the Super Mario Brothers, and maybe even Larry Boy as well, like if there's anything in the future about that in 2026. Yeah, as being a fan of all those stuff, like growing up as a kid, I just cannot wait to see all that like coming out. Like, and then I remember like reading stuff about the Dog Man, like books when I was very young, when little, like in Captain Underpants as well. But and funny thing is, I never got a chance to watch that. Like maybe it's because I'm getting older and I don't really take that much. I do really much of stuff like I used to do when I'm younger. But since like I have nephews right now, like I want to introduce them to stuff that I used to watch with my siblings, like from like cartoon series and animation series and TV series, like a live action series, I should say, and also some movies and stuff I used to watch as a young kid. I want to show them, and I would like to do the same if I ever have kids of my own as well. Like that would be very awesome to have them experience all that stuff, like and pass it on to the next generations that they have in the foreseeable future. Like that would be very awesome. But yeah, I guess I'll let you go right here, and I hope that we'll see each other again. And I hope that you also have a wonderful and a blessed and a successful Sunday. And I'll see you next time, which will be probably likely tomorrow if y'all gonna be watching my wrestling stuff. No, also I will be talking about the post Monday Night Raw, which will be the post show Raw after a chaotic Elimination Chamber event. Because we got so much to talk about onto that because it was completely shocking, like to say the very least, which I was probably not expecting what happened at the end. But the only thing that I know about Monday Night Raw to expect is the Women's World Championship match between the Eradicator Rhea Ripley taking on the Genius of the Sky. What's her name? Io Sky. And whoever wins not only win the Women's World Championship, but to win and become the champion against the latest challenger of the Women's Elimination Chamber match, which is none other than Bianca Belair. Which some tells me it's going to end in the no contest with both women not winning, like with them beating each other to a point that none of them gets a win. They're probably going to be double counted out or double knocked out or double pinned or whatever the reason why they're not, one of them is going to be the victorious over the other. We're probably going to be seeing that tomorrow. Tomorrow night. And we're probably going to get some further announcement the following week, which will probably would say which will probably would which will probably will do see and let me know about that in the comments. And I hope that you Assassinators have a awesome like I said, rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you next time with some more SNA content until we meet again. Super Ninja Austin out of here, and check that out and who's gonna be fighting Bianca at WrestleMania, along with the other matches that's been scheduled, like with John Cena going to be fighting Cody Rhodes, Charlotte Flair going to be taking on Tiffany Stratton, and in main event, Jey Uso will be challenging Gunther for his World Heavyweight Championship. But for now, I can see you guys that are non-wrestling Assassinators for my entertainment side of videos on Thursday on March, March 6th, if I'm not mistaken, March 6th, 2025. And see you guys then. Bye-bye.